The alien mystery. Why are encounters always handled in silence? If extraterrestrials have never visited Earth, then why have so many encounters over the past 70 years followed the exact same pattern? Civilians see something strange, officials arrive within minutes,
They're watching us.
all information is collected, and the story fades into silence? These are not rumors. These are real events, documented in technical reports, declassified files, and first-hand testimonies from those who witnessed them. And when you piece these fragments together, the real question is no longer, do aliens exist? But, why are these encounters always handled so quietly? The chain of mysteries begins with Roswell in 1947, one of the most debated incidents in modern history. On the 8th of July, 1947, the responsible unit officially told the press they had recovered a flying disc. This wasn't gossip, it appeared on front-page newspapers. But just 24 hours later, authorities ordered a total reversal. Flying disc became weather balloon. Such an abrupt change raised immediate suspicion. Why would a highly trained organization make such a massive mistake and correct it in a single day? Personnel involved were asked to remain silent. The object was transported away overnight. Its storage location remains unconfirmed to this day. If it truly was just a weather balloon, why rush to retract information, retrieve all evidence, and silence everyone involved? More than 40 years later came another shock. The Tunguska explosion in 1908, the largest blast of the century, yet with no impact crater. An explosion 185 times stronger than Hiroshima flattened over 80 million trees, yet not a single fragment was found on the ground. No meteorite, no debris, no impact mark. It contradicted every physical model scientists understood. Many witnesses described a long, glowing object with a blue tail, and more importantly, it changed direction in the sky. Meteors cannot change direction. If it wasn't a meteor, then what had enough energy to explode mid-air and vanish without leaving any trace? By 1980, the Rendlesham incident startled Europe. Two officers witnessed a triangular metallic craft moving silently and shifting direction effortlessly. It emitted beams of light onto the ground as if scanning. No sound, no heat, no exhaust. When they reported it, witnesses were instructed to avoid discussing any details. 40 years later, Commander Charles Halt released an audio recording describing movements that defied aerodynamics entirely. All files were sealed. If it was just experimental equipment, why hide it for nearly half a century? Not only adults encountered the unexplainable, children did too. The 1994 Ruiz School incident remains one of the clearest cases. In broad daylight, 62 students saw a shiny silver object land on the grass near their school. Two small beings stepped out, moving slowly and observing the children as if evaluating their reactions. When interviewed separately, every child drew the same figure: a large head, elongated black eyes, and a small, thin body. Harvard professor John Mack analyzed the testimonies and confirmed no signs of mass hallucination, no signs of fabrication. The accounts were too consistent. If this was imagination, why did 62 children who didn't rehearse anything describe the same details? In 1996, the Varginha case in Brazil escalated the debate when three girls saw a brown-skinned creature with large red eyes and an oversized head moving as if injured. Within hours, a special unit cordoned off the area, recovered a living entity, and transported it to a medical facility. A police officer who handled the creature died from a mysterious infection. Medical staff were asked to keep all information confidential. If it was a normal animal, why was it handled with such extraordinary protocols? Strange phenomena didn't just come from the ground, they also appeared from space as unexplainable signals. The 1977 wow signal lasted 72 seconds with a frequency so clean it matched no known natural source. In 2019, repeating FRB signals stunned astronomers, bursts of radio waves repeating every 16 days with mechanical precision. If nature didn't produce them, who sent these signals and why? From 2020 to 2023, numerous UAP videos were released, showing objects without wings, without exhaust, making instant directional changes, and accelerating beyond known physical limits. Some plunged into the ocean in under a second, something no human craft can achieve. These were classified as unidentified anomalous phenomena, meaning not aircraft, not atmospheric events, not drones. And when viewing all of these incidents together, one striking pattern stands out. Whenever civilians witness something unusual, officials arrive unusually fast, far too fast to be coincidence. Information is collected, witnesses are advised to remain discreet, and the story fades before it spreads further. It's not because anyone wants to deny the truth, it's because they understand the truth may be too large to reveal all at once. A single misinterpreted detail could trigger chaos, unstable markets, shaken beliefs, and unpredictable security risks. Furthermore, any object falling to Earth might contain technology centuries beyond ours. Sharing it would mean losing a massive strategic advantage. But the most controversial reason comes from how these objects tend to appear. They rarely show up in major cities. They choose forests, rural towns, remote schools, the places with the fewest cameras. They do not attack, they do not communicate, they do not destroy, they simply appear and vanish as if observing human behavior. Across decades of events, the pattern resembles a long-term planetary survey, quiet, distant, and deliberate. A form of silent study without interference, only observation. And when considering all the evidence, the real question is no longer, do extraterrestrials exist? The real question is, why do they appear so often, yet never fully reveal themselves to humanity?